shed one last red tear for my fallen sister. I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
You must prepare. Is bleeding and the harvest is upon.
Stay away!
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion.
I am...
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary!
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence!
The land calls for a champion. All and every...
Silence! I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, she deserves this kind of punishment.
Filthy piece of shit! Murdering bastard!
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those...
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not.
That is the scientist.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly...
How have you reached this
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the guard of...
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they?
They are the
How many are they?
only a small number of...
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it.
Why use...
Because they know we are close.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message...
Why not ask for your...
You have to understand.
Should I trust...
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan.
Why meet them?
Because nothing truly...
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club.
How powerful?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and
Any familiar or famous names?
as the richest, most relentless British tycoon.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago.
Why?
Prewen has always...
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Econs I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw the...
To launch another great hunt.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Will I ever discover...
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire. But most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask.
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear...
You have no idea...
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon.
How can I?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to...
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Oh. Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club. That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners.
Stay away, boys! We've got one! He's dead!
It's locked. The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Crush the leech, boy! I'll kill it! Yeah!
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected. Good evening, miss.
Oh my God, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no.
Wait, no.
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent. What exactly?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about you.
Does it not scare you to...
Why should it?
Perhaps it...
That may be true for an...
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your...
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me...
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in...
How did you meet, Lady Anne?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 6.
What are you doing?
You mean, what do I do outside at night since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a...
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
What do you think?
I was raised here.
Yes, I was born...
A small world?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or...
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that pot.
Is there something...
Too much selfishness...
Even if that's...
I suppose you're right.
Goodbye.
She's been quite...
Good evening.
And good...
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says...
Do you ever regret that she chose...
Of course not. So...
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite busy these last few nights.
Good evening, sir.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his act.
Well, I must admit it.
Welcome, Dr. Reed.
Do you have any...
Not since my parents died.
Really? But you seem to be such...
I'm afraid the real hedonist has...
London's...
I used that name in my early years.
Do you need medical help?
You would save my life.
Don't worry. There is nothing...
I cannot imagine the pain these people...
Is it not?
On the contrary, it...
But what a...
Please, sir.
So you prefer...
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain...
What can...
I recently found the...
Finding a good restaurant.
Oh,
I must confess...
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try...
How is the
Life is good and peaceful.
Are you not concerned?
Oh, I'm sure that...
Are you that blind? I've seen hundreds...
Mr. Reed, please. Why are you so angry?
Do you have any...
Not since...
I may have a look at your...
Support the equality between men and women. Women of all countries unite. Women's right to vote is only the first
come into
step.
your house.
Good evening,
Women
sir.
die
Come
too
on,
in
Johnny.
this war.
Don't you recognize your oldest...
Clarence.
The equality between
Clarence
men
Crossley.
and women.
How are you? My God. So you survived...
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard.
When did you escape?
You know what's funny? I almost never think of...
I know what you...
Of course.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things.
Support the equality between men and women. Women's right
How is your wife?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
Die too in this war.
But you're alive.
Believe me,
Is everything all right at home?
have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Between men and women. Women's right to vote is only the first step.
You need some rest.
Women die too in this war. Support you.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked, all right. It's locked. I cannot enter.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture. It's locked.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Hear, hear, hear!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain.
Why do you say...
The Ascalon Club only...
You want me to find possible source...
Straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon.
It's of no concern.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so...
Please ask.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed.
What does it mean?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have a...
No.
Am I supposed to...
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands.
What is the ask?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the...
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded...
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully Gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That went well.
You have the makings of a gentleman.
I was.
So why did you really want...
Straight to the point again, young Ekon.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar
I was chased by a gigantic falcon.
Do you know...
Not personally.
Does it bother you that...
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with...
You were spot...
Not personally.
Who what?
Fergal?
No, I mean...
No.
You do know I killed...
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and...
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Scals are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Scals who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put...
So, what do...
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now
almost every night coordinating our defenses. Such an example.
Lord Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
I think Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire. Good evening, Miss.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor.
Miss, you don't seem...
No, it's me.
Tell me about...
I'm hungry. I need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, Miss?
I was strong.
What happened?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy...
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about...
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their
Do you feel...
Yes.
Tell me about...
Keep your mouth shut, he said.
What is the look...
Shadows.
I'm
Infection. Infection. The rats carry it, I heard. Rats. Rats.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Thank you for releasing me. I can finally say the name of my torturer. It's Jacob Blackwood.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Steady, boys, we've got...
This is despicable. This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage. He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution? So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.